Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. So I thought I'd make a quick video here. I'm on vacation. Yes, I went ahead and went on vacation. I'm not a fearmonger. I'm not one who's going to postpone my daily life because of some situation happening that is affecting a very small percentage of humanity. I have done my part to prepare personally, and I'm doing my part to help others prepare. And for those who don't pay attention and they haven't learned yet, well, you reap what you sow. You make your bed and you lay in it. This is a situation that I've been preparing for quite some time. For whatever reason, this virus has gone around has apparently it's going to make you shit yourself. The whole hoarding toilet paper and hand sanitizer and water via panic buying is extremely interesting. I don't understand why people are doing so right now. Not to say that I don't have a good supply of toilet paper, hand sanitizer, and water myself, but I didn't go out and panic buy in the midst of a pandemic. In the middle of a national emergency. This is stuff I've been telling people for a long time. You need to prepare so you're not the one out there getting in fights and getting stabbed and getting shot while you're trying to buy these things, because people want what you have. If you have no way to defend yourself, people don't care. Even I saw yesterday down in, was it Midland, Texas? There were at Sam's. There was a fight that broke out over a case of water, and somebody was stabbed over a case of water. That is absolutely ridiculous. But what you have is people who are unprepared for these kind of things happening. And, well, I don't feel bad for either of them. So, anyways, yeah, we were on vacation. We didn't cancel our plans. We did have some plans to go out and, do some shopping and do some, eating out and everything. But it's pouring down rain, and so a lot of the things we had planned were outdoor activities, so we've kind of just held up in this house, which is fine because we have all the food we need, we have all the beer and water we need, and good friends and family to be with, and luckily they are like-minded individuals who came prepared also. A lot of people don't realize that when you travel, you still have to be prepared, whether it's in the middle of a national emergency or not. And so we traveled and we came prepared for anything that might happen in the coming days. Locally here in Kansas and Missouri, where I currently am, I'm in Missouri right now. What has happened is that there have been school closures, and they're closing the schools down until the end of March, through the end of March, to kind of figure out what they need to do next. So right now across Kansas, it's spring break time, and they're just going to extend spring break an extra week, which does affect childcare and work and that kind of stuff for the adults. But it is for the best because, schools are petri dishes for these kind of things to grow. I mean, the flu spreads in the schools pretty quickly. So I'm not passing off the coronavirus, but the overall thing, it is understandable. Now, I work in healthcare, so what happens with me is I still have to get a job, and I still have to take care of people. And a lot of people don't realize that, and a lot of people just say, oh, my job says I don't have to come to work, and I still get paid. Well, that's great, because I'm sure that the government will take care of your employer to pay you your minimum wage, base pay, and they're not really affected because they're banking on that line of hopefully getting reimbursement from the government, but that doesn't mean that they will. So when I get off vacation, I have to go back to work. Luckily, I've got childcare taken care of, and my finances are taken care of. And if I had to stay home and I couldn't go out and shop, I couldn't go do stuff, I'm fine. I'm comfortable. I am not going to be dependent on the government like so many people are becoming already. So what I was saying, though, is that schools are closing down, or they're extending their closure dates for spring break. Local governments across Kansas have limited activities to 250 individuals, and even some municipalities have limited their amount of people coming in to 50. Now, that will quickly affect businesses, not just public gatherings, but if the FDA were to come into a restaurant and say, hey, you can't have more than 50 people in here at a time, how do you regulate that? Well, you can always have, to-go orders. You could always say, we'll do curbside delivery, or you could do home delivery to alleviate the possibility of the spread of any kind of virus. But if the FDA were to come in and close your business down, such as in Ohio, the state said yesterday that all restaurants and bars had to close by 9 o'clock that night, indefinitely, that could cripple a local economy and somebody's livelihood very quickly. I tell you what, if a business loses out on funds that quick, it could cripple a person and their income and their livelihood within a matter of 2 weeks of being closed. Bills still need to be paid, whether there's late fees or not that are waived. Bills still need to be paid, and I feel that the electric company and the water company and insurance companies and all that kind of stuff, they're not going to say, oh, we're in the middle of a pandemic, a national emergency, you don't have to pay anymore. That's not going to happen. You're still going to have to pay your bills. You're still going to have to make money. You're still going to have to spend money to live. And so the government coming in and saying, you're limited to what you can do, or they're going to close you down completely, will hurt the economy locally and nationally very quickly. So, for example, a good friend, good family member, owns a restaurant. Distributor can't get their large amount of their menu items because it's held up. If they can't get their food, they will basically be forced to close. So every day that they've got an order in, they are grateful for. But that's only been within the last week. If the FDA or just the government overall comes in and says, you can't cook food for people anymore because you are a restaurant, you harbor diseases or whatever it be, if they come in and say that, it's going to hurt finances. So that's something that people need to be thinking about. It's not just going to hurt the little guys, it's going to hurt the big guys, and eventually us, personally. So, the virus. Anyway, keep calm and carry on, guys. Prepare yourselves continuously. Stay safe. Stay dry. It's wet out here. See you later.